Hey everybody, welcome to Halo 5, where I'm going to show you the Fire Drill achievement. You get this by completing Mission 6 Evacuation on Heroic under 18 minutes without dying. There's a lot of stipulation going on here. So this challenge isn't too terribly bad. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. But I do still recommend you running through this at least once just to get an idea of where enemies are going to spawn and what areas you're going to personally have trouble with. Everyone's going to have trouble with a different section of this level, so for me, it was the middle, so I like to split this level up into 4 different sections. So you got the driving section here, which is to me is very easy, just run past everything. Then you've got a fighting section just before entering the building, and then you've got a fight on the elevator, and then the final run to glory, or whatever you want to call it. So to me, the fights in the middle were the tough parts. This was actually really easy. Now this part right here, it actually worked out for me. Falling off right here, there's a Warthog just up ahead with a gunner on it that'll take you out pretty quickly. So you want to get just inside that tunnel and then wait for the Warthog to drive on down at least halfway. I fell off my mongoose, so it worked out that way, but if you're a better driver than me, just be sure you stay back a little bit or you'll get caught up in that machine gun fire, which I'm actually about to get hit. Yep, right here. So keep that in mind. That Warthog will keep going all the way up to the front of the base that we're headed to. Now, if you're getting hit, it's okay to stop for a few moments to, get your shield back, like I'm going to have to do right here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's part 1 done. Like I said, that's the easiest part. Now, you're going to see me do this quite a few times. I'm going to save my checkpoint. I don't know if you can reload checkpoints, just straight up reload it from the menu. So to be safe, I was saving my checkpoint, and if I died, which happened once, which I'll cover when we get to it, but I did die once, I quit the game, I left out, and then loaded up the save checkpoints. So if you're going to do it that way, be sure you're saving your checkpoints pretty frequently. Or at least before every major section. Alright, so this is the fight in front of the building, in front of, what is this? I think it's the elevator? The, space elevator? I don't know. I've played through this mission so many times I've forgotten what's actually happening in the story. So anyway, stick to the right side of this area at first, kind of clear out all the soldiers and watchers that are over in this area. And then look across the way to some snipers that'll spawn in on the building across, right up there. You'll see them spawn in here in just a minute. Yep, there they come in. So my plan was to go up there and take out the snipers at close range. And there's a Gauss turret up there that I like to use. But I hadn't quite cleared all the watchers. By pushing this far up ahead, it forces your AI teammates to catch up, which means they're going to be more efficient in taking out enemies. And that is a huge help for clearing enemies quickly. Being on Heroic, it's not too terribly difficult. You can take a lot of damage still. It's not legendary. It's definitely not legendary. So feel free to be a little risky and remember to keep your checkpoints, at least remember where your last save checkpoint was. Alright, so we're just taking out some stragglers here. Now I'm going to hop on the Gauss turret, and this will really help clear out the enemies kind of up here by the front gate. Now, I have no idea what hit me there. I think a bunch of things hit me at once or something. That was crazy. But anyway, you just need to be very careful about getting flanked in this area. It's very easy to have happen. There's a lot of nooks and crannies that soldiers like to hide in. So just be mindful of that. Now, we've cleared out pretty much everybody, enough to make me feel comfortable. I'm just going to push my way up to the main gate to spawn in the final wave of enemies. There's a line of snipers. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 snipers. And then just a bunch of guys spawn up here at the top of the hill. And again, I've pushed up pretty far into this area just to force my AI teammates to catch up. They'll be a lot more useful to me this close up. Alright, with the last guy down, be sure you grab weapons that you're comfortable with. You're going to want something mid to long range, battle rifle or light rifle. Light rifle to me is more preferable. It seems to do more damage to the Prometheans, and there will be more ammo available in the elevator. The battle rifle is a good alternative only because I have so much ammo for it. If you're pretty low on ammo, you may want to swap that out for an assault rifle or something else. Once you're loaded up with the weapons you want, just wait by the door. As soon as it opens up, you need to rush on in and start clearing enemies. The elevator is probably the longest and hardest part of this whole mission. So again, I'm saving my checkpoint, making sure I'm covered in case I die. And this is the part where you're going to lose the most time. So as soon as you can, rush on in and start clearing enemies. Start with the Watchers if you can. I know a lot of times they like to hide, especially around corners or behind boxes. Makes them hard to hit, but try to focus on the Watchers first so that they can't repair any of the Prometheans. And if you want to, here, you can send your AI teammates one direction and then swing around the opposite direction yourself. Kind of meet on the backside. It helps to clear out enemies pretty quickly. But it is easy to get yourself or your teammates overwhelmed. Now there's always a soldier, at least a soldier hanging out in this back area here, so do keep an eye out for that. Alright, and it looks like we cleared out... Oh, nope, just a couple more. Alright, with the last of them down, you'll hear some dialogue start kicking up. That means run to the elevator control panel, go ahead and activate it. You can activate it before they mention it, so just go ahead and get to it. And now's your chance if you want to run around, collect some ammo, find some guns. I recommend picking up a light rifle or battle rifle. You saw there was one next to the control panel. I would pick that up for the long to mid-range. And then in one of these little supply bases, I don't know what these are, little stations here on the outside edges, you'll find a railgun. Pick that up because we're going to need that to take on some captains and knights later on. And it's just a lot quicker to go ahead and have it on you. Now for the most part, we're going to be sticking to this outer ring here. There's a lot of DMR ammo, so when I run out of battle rifle ammo, I'm good to go. And you can get a nice wide view of the area. Now, of course, you are a lot more vulnerable up here, so you may want to jump down every now and then if you're getting shot up too much. I hate that the DMR is so heavily focused on in this area. I am pretty terrible with it, as you'll see. Alright, with the wave down, back up to the outer ring. The second wave... Okay, sorry, that little cut right there was me dying. I actually died like 4 minutes from here. Or I guess not 4 minutes, I guess a couple minutes from here. I ended up dying, and it set me back a long way because I wasn't saving my checkpoints so often. But I did manage to save that one, so that's why there was a little bit of a jump there. But we're on the second wave. Second wave is going to have, I think, two or three captains, which are the big Prometheans with the turrets. You want to focus on them first. Railgun is a one-hit kill on them. So take them out as quickly as you can because they can tear you up real quick. Plus, when you take them out, you can use their turret. And those are, I think, two shots per kill on the soldiers, I want to say. Now, do be careful with these turrets. I am so bad at this. I always shoot the ground right near me. They have kind of a wide spread. So careful you're not hitting yourself. And you can see we tore through this wave pretty quickly, actually. These are the last two guys here. That was actually a really good run. I was pretty happy with that. Alright, so now we're going to get moving a little bit. And next up is a round of knights. I think there's 4 knights, I want to say. Maybe 4 or 5. So again, I'm saving my checkpoint, just trying to be safe here. So yeah, this knight round is one of the more difficult. You know, that's probably the most difficult part of this, are these knights. I am terrible at them. I know how to take them out. I'm just really bad at doing it, especially with a DMR, which you will see. It is kind of embarrassing, actually. I am just so bad at hitting those little weak points. If you're not familiar with this, shooting the orange glowy bits on either side of the knight will break open its back and give you access to that orb in the back. Yeah, and I'm really bad at it. The railgun is while it's a very powerful weapon, it's not so great at taking out knights. It's more of a direct shot. And so it's hard to do a lot of serious damage. It doesn't do too much to the armor. Oh, and you notice here my entire team went down. That's okay. Your teammates can go down, no problem. It only counts for player-controlled Spartans. So if you or one of your co-op partners, if you're doing this in co-op, if one of you goes down, then it'll count. AI doesn't matter. Which is really good, because the AI is stupid and gets itself killed a lot. Alright, with that final wave, that's pretty much it. We're almost done. The next part I like the most. I love it. It's just a lot of jumping and climbing. And if you're real quick about it, you can get through the whole area without seeing a single enemy. If you're a little slower, you'll run into some enemies, which I do. I kind of screwed it up a little. So I'm going to run into a couple enemies, but you don't have to fight anybody. I don't fire a single bullet from here on out. At least not intentionally. Alright, so as soon as the elevator stops, you want to look for the 2 doors. There are 2 exits to this room here. You want to take the door on the right. To me, it's a little quicker, and it's an easier path. Alright, so again, saving the checkpoint just in case I screw up. Sorry for the little technical hiccup there. Just climb up like this here. Like I said, I'm doing it really quickly. And doing it this way means you skip past the Phaetons, and it keeps some of the soldiers from spawning. So now we're just gonna keep making our way up the stairs. We'll take this platform right in front of us. Keep on going up. Now this is where I make my mistake. So you want to jump up here, climb the stairs a little bit, and then sprint and mantle up on top of that. I missed the jump, even considered restarting, but I thought, no, I'll just keep going from here. So you want to climb up these stairs a little bit, excuse me, and then kind of do a sprint jump up to the platform. So if I had made that, I would have made it all the way up here without seeing a single enemy, but Little hiccup, not a big deal, didn't lose too much time. Still made it in plenty of time. So this is the final little run, you know how to do it. Excuse me. Throat's getting sore. Anyway, there you go. That's it. The achievement will pop as soon as the cutscene starts. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this helps you out. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. It's kind of hard to give just a general overview of this. I mean, people are going to have problems at different areas. So let me know if you have any issues. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
La da dee do do, la da da da.